Well, Debbie has a guide to doing these techniques in all of her decorating books, and nothing is safe from Debbie's paintbrush. She will paint anything that isn't moving. She's invented ingenious things to do with paint. Here are some of her special one-of-a-kind techniques. Look at this.
Nina and Robin are newlyweds. They just bought their first home. It's over 100 years old and needs to be freshened up quite a bit. I have a secret trick that I use to turn these old wood dining room panels into something special.
Nina and I have found lengths and lengths of pearls. Now, these aren't her wedding present from her parents. They're plastic. Nina is pressing it in with a glue gun, carefully. Still looks ridiculous, right? We're going to fill inside and in between all the pearls. You're just getting the tops and the bobbles of the pearls.
Once it's dry and painted white, it looks exactly like Victorian moulding, with a splash of modern yellow. Perfect.
But to me, the most exciting thing, which I think is beyond brilliant, are the panels. I want to do that in my dining room. I mean, look how dingy it was before. It was really heavy.
I had my doubts about the beads going up, but...
It looks like that kind of old moulding.
Exactly.
Very, very fresh. I think it's wonderful.
A nursery is a special place to decorate, not just because it's for your baby, but this is a room where the decor is temporary. Now, before we tackle this room, the walls are pretty grungy, and the woodwork is rather heavy-looking, so I'm going to give it a couple of fresh coats of white paint. Now, we've put our base coat on, and it's a bright pink. Obviously, this is for a baby girl.
I had this fantastic idea to use a feather duster dipped in white latex paint to create a whimsical effect for the nursery walls.
So you can start anywhere, because we're really going to do this with a random fashion, very softly, all over the surface. So you're building the pattern. It's best to kind of put it on and then fill in as you go. And the ends of the feathers, they create this very soft effect. It's very, very pretty.
Here's the before. Now get ready. Here's the after. Adorable. Sweet dreams, sweet baby. The theme behind this couple's bedroom makeover is the glamorous Greek islands. But the real showpiece of the room has to be the painted floor.
The old parquet floor was given a facelift by painting a rug directly onto the surface. When you're painting on a stained floor, it's important to use a good quality primer that will adhere to the existing varnish. Once dry, we applied a white base coat, and then a Greek key pattern was marked out with tape. A creamy colour was painted over the whole surface, and the pattern was revealed when the tape was removed. Finally, a fringe was painted at either end with small brush strokes, overshadow brush strokes. Always finish with 3 or 4 coats of varnish to protect your newly painted floor. What a makeover, from boring to beautiful.
So are there certain colors? You're good. Very good. Are there certain colors that you never recommend using?
Beige.
Beige.
Well, I'm not really a beigey person. I think beige is kind of, in a way, if you've got beautiful things, like, you know, these guys before, that was a lovely house. That was quite a grand house. They had nice furniture. You don't really need to kind of make your walls kind of look colourful. But if you're kind of renting, or you don't have a lot of money and you don't have great things,
right,
then your walls become your canvas.
Right.
So you want to have a bit of life. And I think today, especially, you know, our home has become so important to us. It's so nurturing when we
right,
come in. When you walk through your front door, even if it's a tiny, weeny little apartment in the middle of a city, it should be yours. And maybe you live in a cookie-cutter house on an estate where all the houses look the same. It's your imprint on that house, even though there's 1,000 other homes the same.
Yeah, and I think your house should rise up to greet you.
It should, and
yeah,
you should walk in and just think, oh, I'm home, you know?
Right.
And I think that's so important to your, you know, who you are, your family, you know, your friends. And the best way to do that is colour.